I was watching TV the other day, and this show comes on with these religious fanatics. They were crazy. Well, you would think they were crazy if you didn't understand their culture and their religion. See, that's just the thing. They were worshipers of idols, and they took things to extremes. They painted their bodies. They wore these ridiculous costumes. They chanted, they danced, they made sacrifices to their idols. They had built these enormous temples to worship their idols in. It seemed like their entire existence climaxed into this one scenario, this one over-the-top act of worship. You don't really relate, do you? Let's try it again. I was watching TV the other day, and this show comes on with these religious fanatics. They were crazy. See, that's just the thing. They were worshipers of idols, and they took things to extremes. They painted their bodies. They wore these ridiculous costumes. They chanted, they danced, they made sacrifices to their idols. They had built these enormous temples to worship their idols in. It seemed like their entire existence climaxed into this one scenario, this one over-the-top act of worship. Idol worship. It's not just about golden calves anymore.
So we have the greatest proliferation of occultism in all forms since the 60s.
Now, as we begin our video journey to the heart of rock and roll, let's listen to probably the only true thing that Wendy O. Williams and the Plasmatics ever laid down on vinyl. Appropriately enough, it was recorded backwards. When we play the tape reversed, we hear,
"Consensus programming is dangerous to your health. The brainwashed do not know they are brainwashed."
"The brainwashed do not know they're brainwashed."
Politics is merely the puppet show of human beings, and we transcend that. Because basically we are not a political organization, we are an occult organization. We're working behind the scenes to manipulate the way that people think. The war that we are waging is a guerrilla war on the human mind.
This isn't some preacher getting up here and telling you that's never been in it. I wished I had a half hour to talk about the worst thing that the occult world ever planned out and carried out. That's called rock music. But I'm going to say two quick things. It's Evolution!
And we use musical frequencies, the dominant frequency, because that's the instrument that young people respond to right now. We're doing propaganda directly to awaken the wolf in man.
As regards music, he made a rather straightforward statement like, music will get worse. And in 1969, the rock music was getting more and more unpleasant.
Then the hardcore rock must be even worse. And it is.
Because it's been repressed and tamed Judeo-Christian values, and that above all is what we seek to eradicate.
To create the most evilest music and to gain entrance into the seven gates of hell.
The wolf should be unleashed, destroying everything that Judeo-Christianity has set forward and kept alive.
We will no longer be oppressed by the fascism of Christianity.
Almost all of them believe openly in the occult in one way or the other.
Most of the music is either about Helter Skelter or a place called the Night Wind and different doctrines of witchcraft.
The stronger the witch, the more demons that they have allowed in.
The main reason that young people go into witchcraft today is through the music.
That's why rebellion and drugs and the sexual revolution has swept your children. When they take a young person and they train them for witchcraft, they give them what's lovingly, I guess, called homework. They give them assignments, and the assignments tear down every moral fiber and training that the person has. And just literally, they become a human chalice. They fill up with demons. As they do these things, they break down all the barriers holding the devil back. And when they're done, they have a very programmed, very brainwashed, and very powerful supernatural witch or wizard.
As I've told people, rock music didn't come out with Elvis Presley. It's thousands of years old. If you take it away, witches can't do witchcraft. They can't function without the music. It's a third of their power. You think about it.
like an invisible cancer that inevitably leads to death. So the satanic seed in rock and roll has culminated in a blatant obsession with the occult. Cryptic allusions to the devil in the music of blues artist Robert Johnson a generation ago have given place to an open worship of Satan and hell that comes complete with the symbols, liturgies, rituals, and messianic personalities that attend any religious order. No longer the stuff of small underground cults, millions of young people have been caught in its evil sway. Beginning with the most well-known, many groups within the heavy metal genre have popularized blatant, no-holds-barred Satanism and witchcraft in their music, album covers, and stage shows. There are thousands of songs just like this being performed by hundreds of heavy metal bands around the world. Most are seldom heard outside of small cult followings. A few have made it into the big time. Whether directly or indirectly, however, this type of music and the spiritual forces that attend it have made their mark on contemporary culture. What was once unthinkable is now not only sung about and considered, it is at times even embraced and acted upon.
The Christian church would have the biggest mass revival of souls in the United States that this world has ever seen. That's the purpose for rock music, to make sure that that never takes place.
All around us, evidence abounds that the fierce and stampeding angels of hell have been released. True to the satanic form, Jesus is ignored or made fun of. The Christian standard of morality has been gutted until even the majority of young people who profess faith in Christ believe in and practice premarital sex. And the new idols of this age, our entertainers, embrace the satanic while multitudes scream in adulation.
Rock music is a greater influence over the souls of men than primitive Christianity.
John Denver has died. The music star was killed at the controls of a light plane which crashed.